is up? Good evening, Cash Livers. It's me, your host, Natalie Reina, and I'm so lucky to have you all here for this Saturday night game. I know what day it is, not my best start. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday. So nice to have you spending the weekend with me. And players, as it is a double show day for me, I get to bring you some good news. Yes, with everything that's going on in the world, especially right now, it's always good to brighten up the day with a little bit of good news. And this good news comes to you from the world of healthcare. Yes, new research has found a link between vitamin D and lowering the risk of dementia and strokes. Yeah, this is the first time they've made this link. Now, researchers are showing that if everyone in the population increased their vitamin D intake to the recommended level of dosage, the risk of dementia could be lowered by literally a fifth. Now that's a huge amount. So players, I know a lot of you are coming to us. It's the summer from Mexico, from Canada, from the States, wherever you are. Why don't you go ahead and step outside? We'll wait. We can wait. Anyone seen any good movies lately? Top Gun, that was a good movie. Yes, they were in the jets. Yeah, you knew that already. Anyway, did you make it outside? If not, don't worry. You've got a little bit more time while I explain the rules. Players, we're going to give you 2 cards. Those are your whole cards, and we are all going to check out a flop together. After that, you, my friends, have a decision to make. If you're looking at the flop and you like what you see, go ahead, swipe right, go all in. Alternatively, if you're looking at the flop and there's nothing there for you, don't worry, you can always swipe left to use a fold. Here in Cash Live, we give you 3 folds to use in our first 6 preliminary rounds. When those 6 rounds are done, the players who've earned the top 5 chip stacks, they'll get to sit and play at what we call the final table. And it's there, my friends, that we get to watch them battle it out for some big old cash prizes and for the title of Cash Live Champion. Did you get outside yet? Guys, it's for your health. I'll give you a second. Cash Live starts now. Took us a minute to get through that one. Yeah, it was very wordy, very sciencey. That is the literal term, sciencey. Players, welcome to today's game. I got Reno, Hannah, and Adriel at my feature table. We have given you your 2 whole cards. You got your opponents joining you. Let's dive right in. Let's check out your first flop of the night. The flop is the 7 of spades, the ace of spades, and the 9 of spades. I hope you're digging this flop because decisions are on you. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you want to use one of the 3 folds we gave you, bearing in mind that it's a normal Saturday 6-round game, so you do have a rebuy to use. If you're eliminated in rounds 1 through 3, you're automatically re-entered into the tournament the next round, just with a little less chips. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 4 of hearts. Okay, not helping you if you are chasing that flush. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Jack of Spades, and that'll do it for round number 1. Maybe that flush landed for you. Let's go to the results page and find out. The high hand went to Super Dave with the Jack High Straight Flush. Quahaj and Nova Star also got that hand. Our chip leader is W Wrongman with 60,000 chips. And guess what? We are moving on into round number 2. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 2 of clubs, the 5 of spades, and the 2 of diamonds. Okay, folks, you know what time it is. Let's see some decisions. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to use a fold. Joining me here in round number 2, sitting at my feature table, I've got Lorna, I've got JWoo508, and I've got Debbie60. Players, I hope you're having an awesome Saturday. It is such a pleasure to have you all here on this Saturday night. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to that turn card. The turn card is the ace of spades, the motorhead. Maybe you got the wheel straight if you have the 3-4 in your hand. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Jack of Hearts. That'll do it for round number 2. Players, let's move on into the results page and see how you did, shall we? The high hand for round number 2 went to Betty1985 with the 4 of a kind 2s with the Mighty Ducks for you. Upin Yu also had that hand, and our chip leader is one of a kind. You are one of a kind. You are so special. With 142,000 chips, 1,512 of you move on into round number 3. Let's check out a flop. The flop is the 3 of spades, the Jack of spades, and the 2 of hearts. All right, folks. I think you know what to do. Let's see some decisions. Bearing in mind, round 3, this is your last round to use the rebuy. So maybe a good time to go all in if you are, or fold if you are running out. I don't know. See what you do with that Jack High board. Decisions are in. Let's check out that turn card. The turn card is the King of Diamonds, a new high card on the board. Maybe you just stole top pair from your opponent. Let's go to the river. The river card is, oh, the Jack of Clubs. Hey, if you stole top pair, they just got you back with trips, baby. Let's go to the results page. Let's see how you did. The high hand in round number 3 went to Veltru 69 with full house, kings full of jacks. Creamy 69. Wow, I can tell what your guys' favorite number is. Also got that hand. Your chip leader is T Square, T Swift with 236,000 chips. 1,260 if you move on into round number 4. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 6 of spades, the King of Clubs, and the 8 of spades. Alrighty, folks. Make your decision. Swipe right to go all in. Swipe left to fold, unless, of course, you've been going left swipe heavy, in which case you're out of folds. At my feature table, I got Sludden 71. I got Just Me 1968. I've got Groff, and I've got Boy's Mom. Hey, players. Thanks so much for being here. I hope to see you at my final table. Decisions are in. Let's check out that turn card. The turn card is the 2 of spades. Did you just make a flush? Let's go to that river. The river card is the 3 of clubs, and that'll do it for round number 4. Rebuys are no more, so we can just head on straight over to the results page and see how you did. The high hand went to Surge with the ace high flush. Mr. Green 420 and Kib also had that. Your chip leader is Cat Money. Meow. 298,000 chips puts you in the chip lead. Then 1,046 if you move on into round 5. Let's check out a flop. The flop is the 6 of hearts, the 4 of clubs, and the 8 of clubs. Alrighty, folks. Make your decision. Swipe right and go all in. Swipe left to use a fold. As well, I want to give another shout out to my 3 p.m. game winner, Petro. You know, petrol's really expensive. Patron is really expensive. They kind of taste the same, both like gasoline. So I hope you used your Cash Live earnings to supplement those things for you. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 6 of spades. All right, the board pairs. Maybe made trips, perhaps quads. Let's go to the river. The river card is the Jack of Hearts. That'll do it for round number 5. Are you still alive? Let's go to the results page. Let's find out. The high hand went to Guest with 4 of a kind 6s. Ooh, quad 6s. Frank Tank 6. Wow, your lucky number. Also got that hand. And your chip leader is John and Abe with 697,000 chips. Wow, 659 of you have made it to round number 6. Congrats to all of you who are still playing with us. But remember, at the final table, only 5 players can play. So you want to be above the final table cut line, which at the moment is sitting at 363,000 chips. So with that in mind, let's check out your last preliminary flop. The flop is the 3 of spades, the Queen of Hearts, and the 4 of spades. Okay, folks. You know what to do. Let's see those decisions. In round number 6, joining me here, I've got El Heikel 1. I've got Wayne B. Lil Wayne, Big Wayne. I got Krabby Lion. That's a great visual. I've got Prime 13, and I've got Too Hot for You. Yeah, you got Too Hot to Handle. You made it to round number 6. Hey, decisions are in. Let's go to that turn card. The turn card is the 3 of Diamonds. The board pairs on the turn, but what did it do for you, really? Let's go to the river. The river card is the 7 of Diamonds, and that'll do it. That's it. The preliminaries are done and dusted, which means put your hands together for your min cashers. Yeah, your top 300 players coming out of round number 6. They're all going home with 25 cents each. We got Pimp Daddy D, Tazette Mech Winnings, Yeah Dude, Debbie 60, Clickman, amongst others as well. Fire up the Jets for SRZ, Sirs, all sitting just 15,000 chips outside of that cut line. But hey, you'll get there next time. But players, you see those 5 names in front of you. Those are your top 5 players of today's game. Those are the players who we're all going to get to watch battle it out for some big old prizes. But first, we get to head on over to the final table. Yeehaw! Welcome everybody joining me at the final table. It is my pleasure to introduce you to K-Blue, to John Nave, to Hammerman, to BitPawn, and to T square. Hey, players, congrats on earning the top 5 spots in tonight's game. Your Saturday is surely looking up. Let's dive right into it. Let's check out your first Saturday night flop. The flop is the 8 of diamonds, the king of spades, and the 7 of diamonds. Okay, folks, take another good look at the cards we gave you. Take a look at that flop, because remember, at the final table, you just get 1 fold to use. And just as before, it is decision time. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you do want to use that one and only final table fold. Bearing in mind, folks, that at the final table, there is no rebuy option. If you get eliminated, you're not re-entered into the tournament. You are done. However, you made it to the final table, so you know what? You're going home with some cash. And we are three-handed. Moving on. Let's see what you brought to final table. Hand number 1. We've got K Blue, your chip leader, with the Ace Jack. We've got John Knave with the 9-6. Okay, open-ended, hoping a 10 or a 5 comes down for a straight. And then we've got Hammerman with the 8-4. Okay, a pair of 8s gives you mid-pair and puts you in the lead. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is... oh, the 4 of diamonds. Oh my gosh. Okay, Hammerman takes 1 pair and made it 2. Now with 2 pair, 8s over 4s. But okay, John Abe is still open-ended looking for their straight. K Blue, I think you're drawing dead, but you're the chip leader. Right now, Hammerman crushing it with a 2 pair, but you are baiting a 10 or a 5. Let's go to that river card. The river card is the King of Hearts. The board pair is giving Hammerman in the end 2 pair, kings over 8s, and that means you are still taking this hand. And oh, John Knave, you're being eliminated on the side pot because K Blue had the pair of kings with the ace kicker, but you're going home with $5, so congrats to you. And we are now moving on into final table hand 2, 4-handed. Let's check out a flop. The flop is the ace of clubs, the 2 of spades, and the 6 of clubs. Okay, folks, I think you know what to do. Let's see some decisions. In your top spot, we got Hammer Man with 2.28 million chips. Wow, you've cracked 2 million by final table hand 2. That is incredible. K Blue, your short stack has 114,000. And hey, both of them decided to use their folds. We got Bitpon and T Square. Let's see what you got. All right, Bitpon, what do you have? The Ace 3. Okay, that gives you a pair of aces. That gives you top pair. T Square, what about you? The 10-8. Okay, yikes. Without overcards, you are going to need to get some serious runner help here. Otherwise, Bitpon could be eliminating you. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 8 of spades. Okay, that is one of the runners you needed. You now have a chance to make trips or 2 pair if a 10 or an 8 comes down on this river. Otherwise, Bitpon could be taking you down with those aces. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the 10 of hearts. Would you believe it? T Square ends up hitting runner on the turn in the river to make 2 pair 10s over 8s. Wow, what a sick hand for you, T Square, in the end, and that means we are still 4-handed. No one gets eliminated. We're moving on into final table hand 3. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 9 of diamonds, the 9 of hearts, and the 7 of hearts. Okay, y'all are out of folds, so we can just go ahead and flip over your cards, see what you're working with. We've got Hammerman. Stop. It's hammer time. Let's see what you got. You got the Jack 10. You are hoping for an 8 to come down to make a gut shot straight. We've got T Square with the Jack 3 being dominated by Hammerman. K Blue with the 6-4. Yikes. And we've got Bitpon with the Queen Jack. Okay, not a whole lot's happening on this board. Right now, Hammerman on the gut shot straight draw. But right now, Bitpon is in the lead with simply Queen High. Let's go to the turn card. The turn card is the 9 of spades. Oh my gosh, trip 9s on the board? Okay, right now it looks like who is in the lead here? Bitpon is in the lead simply with Queen High with those trip 9s. Let's go to the river card, see if someone can make a full house here. The river card is the 2 of clubs. Wow, that'll do it. Bitpon takes this one with trip 9s and the queen kicker plays. And that means, oh, the next highest kicker was Hammerman, had the next highest hand. And that means T Square and K Blue, you're being eliminated. But don't sweat it. You're going home with $15 and $10 respectively. And that means we are now heads up moving on into final table hand 4. Let's check out a flop. The flop is the 4 of clubs, the 10 of spades, and the 4 of diamonds. All right, everyone's out of folds, so we can just go ahead and flip over your cards. We can really see what you're bringing to final table hand number 4 here. We got Hammerman in with, wow, 3.56 million chips, and they've got the 10-6, giving you a pair of 10s. Bitpon, what about you with the Queen 4. Whoa, flopping trip 4s. All right, that is a sick hand for BitPawn. All right, BitPawn, right now you are in the lead with those trip 4s, but let's go to that turn card. The turn card is... oh, the 6 of clubs. Oh my gosh, Hammerman, you now have 2 pair 10s over 6s, but BitPawn still has those trips. All right, Hammerman, you want to make a full house if a 10 or a 6 comes down. Otherwise, BitPawn could be taking this and doubling up. Let's go to the river card. The river card is the 9 of hearts. That'll do it. BitPawn takes this one with 3 of a kind 4s, and the old queen kicker plays. Oh, Hammerman, that 2 pair, normally a great hand, but can't beat trips, you know? Rules of poker. Shoot. We are still heads up, moving on into final table hand 5. Let's check out another flop. The flop is the 9 of diamonds, the 9 of hearts, and the 7 of diamonds. Okay, folks, you know what to do. Let's flip it over. Let's see what you got. We've got Hammerman in the top spot, still with over 3 million chips with the 8-2. All right, not much happening there. BitPawn on the queen 8 suited. All right, you are on a flush draw, hoping any diamond comes down, but right now you're still sitting pretty simply with queen high and 20,000 chips. Let's see what you can do here. Let's go to that turn card. The turn card is, oh, the 3 of diamonds. Hey-o, taking that 20K and turning it into 40. Hammerman, you are drawn dead right now. There's nothing that can come down on the river to save you. And you know what that means, BitPawn? You know, from 20 to 40,000 chips, it ain't bad. You're both moving on into final table hand number 6. We are still heads up. Let's see what you do with it. Let's check out your 6th final table flop. The flop is the Jack of diamonds, the 10 of hearts, and the 2 of hearts. All right, folks. No decisions left. Flip him and grip him. Let's see what you're bringing in final table hand number 6, shall we? All right, we've got Hammerman, again, still with over 3 million chips, and they have the 8-6. Okay, not much happening there for you. BitPawn on the queen 3. Also not much happening for you. Right now in your lead, the lead simply with queen high, but let's go to the turn card, see if one of you can find some luck. The turn card is, oh, the ace of hearts. Okay, that picks up a flush draw for Hammerman. BitPawn, right now, you are looking good with that queen high, but you are fading every heart in the deck as well as every 8 and 6, so let's see if you can hang on. Oh, wait, and you can also hit a king for a straight, but you don't need it. You're in the lead with that queen high. Let's go to the river. The river card is the 3 of hearts. Oh, my gosh, Hammerman makes their flush, and you are today's Cash Live champion. Congratulations to you, Hammerman. Stop. Hammer time. You're going home with $30 in your pocket, and that virtual bracelet is all yours, baby. BitPawn, you are going home with a 20, so congrats to you, my friend. But Hammerman, that virtual bracelet is all yours. Final tablets, min cashers, thank you all so much for showing up tonight. Make sure to remember to follow us on social media at Cash Live Poker. We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the things where you do the typing and the swiping. We love connecting with you, so make sure to give us a follow before tomorrow's games. Guys, it was an absolute pleasure having you here. I've been your host, Natalie Reina, signing off, wishing you a fantastic Saturday night.